us today. I'm Laura Zorc. I'm the Director of Education Reform here at FreedomWorks. We're going to continue the conversation that parents know best. And I have a special guest with me today, Dr. Alexis Williams. She is an inspiration to me, and I hope that she is an inspiration to you too, because what we're looking at in order to defend our parental rights in education, we have at this point. And Dr. Alexis will show that. She's the busy mom of 6. She's an attorney. She's a pastor's wife. I'm going to tell you, you're not going to get any busier than what this woman is. But she has stepped up to the plate and has decided to run for school board in her school district. Now, here at FreedomWorks with B.E.S.T, we are a nonprofit, so we are not endorsing any candidates, but I bring you Dr. Alexis Williams today because she's an inspiration. She's an inspiration, I hope, to parents and community members of if she can get involved, I know that you can. And she's going to share with us her story. So we're just going to dive into this, Dr. Williams. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Miss Laura. And I wanted to say that I am so appreciative of the work that you do on a daily basis to make sure there's positive educational reform there at FreedomWorks. Thank you. Thank you for making a difference. And I just want to encourage you, keep on keeping on.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. So iron sharpens iron. I'm getting just hearing your story inspires me. So tell me, why are you running for school board? You have so much going on in your life. Your children are younger too. So why are you running for school board?
I'm running for school board. In fact, I feel it's a call, like Esther was called to serve as a mouthpiece and an advocate for an entire nation of people. I feel that same call to serve as a mouthpiece and an advocate on behalf of our children. I was motivated because I believe in both the vision and the mission of our county's public school. And the vision is for an educational elite status of world-class schools. And our mission is to pursue excellence in academic knowledge, skills, and behavior for each student. And both of those were in danger of failure because due to student mastery of core content material, due to the school board's unprofessional treatment of parents and stakeholders, and due to where we currently sit in the 66th spot and on the educational ranking, just within the last 3 years, we plummeted down. And so I'm also motivated because as a mother of those 6 children, I have a vested interest, Laura, to ensure that not just my children, but the 180,184 students currently enrolled in our county receive a world-class education that they rightly deserve. That's why, for the past 21 years, I've been serving our children in the non-for-profit sector. I've been volunteering my time, not getting compensation for it, but to make sure that our children are adequately prepared. That's why 17 years ago, I started the Young Lawyers and Legal Professional Program. And that's a program that we show our children all aspects of the legal field. And I believe very strongly, Laura, that our children cannot be what they can't see. So I believe in exposing them to opportunities, to possibilities. That's why 13 years ago, I started the Youth Leadership Development Program. That's a scholarship program here where we're teaching our student leadership, civics, community service. We're teaching job readiness and entrepreneur skills. For the last 10 years, we've been doing our spring break college tours for our children in the county, just to make sure that they are prepared to serve as leaders and global trendsetters on that global landscape. And so that's why I'm motivated. That's why I've been compelled to do my part to ensure our children receive that world-class education they deserve.
Well, I think you are spot on here on the fact that we have gotten in education, we've gotten so far away. Why do we send our children to school? And it's for that world-class education that sets them up for life and sets them up for success. But what we're seeing are the political correctness, all the politics. It's coming into the classroom, and it's taken away from the time of teaching our kids how to read, how to write in cursive. We don't even have that anymore in our schools. But on a national average, 47% of our kids can actually read on grade level. So we know that public education has gotten so far away from teaching that classical education. I'm the mom of 3 public school kids, so I'm not anti-public school, but I am pro parental rights, and I'm pro making sure that our kids get the quality education they need. But something that, and I think this is spot on too, part of your, when I looked at your platform, and here's the thing, if you're running for any office and you're not talking about parental rights in education, transparency and curriculum, you are definitely missing the mark. And if you are a constituent and you're talking to anyone that's running for office and they're not talking about that, then you know that might not be the candidate for you. But one of the areas you talk about is curriculum transparency. Why is that important to you? And what are you seeing there in Georgia?
It is so important that the educational system invite parents into and are very transparent about the curriculum, because parents are our children's most important child advocates, Laura. And when we have a system set in place that seeks to hide what the curriculum is and what is being taught to our children, our parents need to be involved with anything that impacts their children, especially education law, because it's one of the biggest impacts that a system has on our children between the ages of pre-K through 12. Matter of fact, 24 hours in the day, if our schools have our children sometimes between 8 to 10 hours a day, that means almost half the day is spent with us entrusting our children into the care of someone else. And we really need to know what is being taught during this time. We need to know what information is our children receiving. And that's why that transparency is most important. Parents should want a return on their investment. And as parents, we, with property values, with property owners, we pay the taxes. And those are the taxes that fund the very school systems that's educating our children. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 10 months a year. And therefore, parents should want to be involved and want to know exactly what information our children are receiving during this time frame. That's why I really feel it's important for parents not to have a hands-off attitude, but to really dive in deep and stay connected, really, Laura, to the 2022 elections and all the elections. Stay connected so that you get a say into who gets into position, what information is being taught, and you can actually be on the decision-making boards to determine what information will be included in the curriculum.
Exactly. And in Arizona and Florida, other states, especially in Arizona right now, where fingers crossed, parents are hoping that they can get Senate Bill 1211 passed, which is curriculum transparency. But it doesn't only go to the curriculum, which are the textbooks, which a lot of individuals think of, but it's the supporting content. It might be the videos they use, the handouts they use, the special books they have come in, because we want to be able to have that primary say in certain things that our kids are subjected to, right? But wrapping this up, because we do know 2022 is the year of the parent, and it's time for us to take back our local school boards. It's time for us to stand up, even if it's uncomfortable to talk about these topics. It's time. These are our kids, and who loves them and wants the best for them more than us parents. So what would you suggest as a candidate, or if parents are looking at, well, how can I get involved? I can't run for school board. I work, I have this schedule. But how would you suggest parents and community members to get involved so that we can elect these leaders that's going to protect our parental rights and protect our kids?
That's a great question, Laura. The most important motivator, I would say, in encouraging parents to get involved is to stay reminded at what's at stake if we're not involved. If we're not involved, our children are going to be drastically under-equipped and underprepared to lead our communities, our economy, our country in tomorrow's world. If we're not involved, parents become prisoners to an educational system, Laura, where we have no control over what's being taught to our children. If we're not involved, our children could become indoctrinated with ideologies that are completely contrary to our own. And so this is what parents can do. Have a thorough understanding of what the issues are. Be a partner and stay vested in your children's education. You can do that by working alongside teachers. Like, actually show up. Even if your children are in middle school and high school, show up to parent-teacher days. Stay aware, look over your children's work, and have them open up whatever educational site that the students or the county is working with. Have them show you their grades, children. Have them show you their grades. Have those conversations with the teachers. Just do a blind email one day or two, just to say, hey, I'm mother of such and such. Just wanted to figure out what can I do to assist you in helping my child. Stay in tune and connected with the administrators there at the school. Make sure the school board knows who you are. Show up at those board meetings, and even with candidates, support candidates that support what you believe in. And that means we have to do our homework and to find out, what do these candidates actually stand for? And then go out and support them. Go to door knocker events with them. Help them to get the message out. Make sure people know in your community when the the election times and voting dates are, so that we can take back what rightfully belongs to us, and make sure that our children are winning because of world-class educational elite status school systems that will focus on making sure that our children are mastering the basics of reading, writing, arithmetic, STEM, and civics education. So that's how parents can get involved. And finally, if you are here in Gwinnett County, Georgia, I just want to remind you, on May 24th, vote Dr. Alexis Williams for School Board District 4.
Oh, fantastic. And I hope that if you're watching this right now, and if you have it in your heart to run for school board, or if you know that it's your time to step up, I hope that you will run for school board. And I want to tell you, we have a fantastic 6-week candidate training. We will help you through those first steps, from A to Z. What's the role of a superintendent, a school board member? How do you file? And we'll help you just the initial processes of running your campaign. But anyways, thank you, Dr. Williams. You are amazing. You're an inspiration to all us moms and dads. And if you want more information about our programs and what we're doing, you can go to www.parentsknowbest.com, because parents do know best, and we only want the best for our kids. So thank you, and have a great day, everyone.
Bye.